Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Humankind. I love how Constantinople is like quickly becoming like our second capital city. And just look at all these districts. It's just fantastic. So yeah, I love the way Constantinople's been growing. And it's fitting that it would have stability issues, I think. Alexandria has increased in population, at 20 population now. Also, looks like cultural conversion with the Mexicans just ended. They continue to have a lot of influence in our realm, though.
Hail, friend.
And these guys who have a very pleasant attitude towards us, the Norsemen here, they're now wanting a non-aggression pact. And you know, I'm not really seeing any reason not to give them a non-aggression pact. I don't really plan on going that route. If we were to go any route, it's up north, it's this way, it's into their territory. We want to attack people who are strong, and the Norsemen are not. They're in the 7th. Because that's one way to really deal with the fame. I said I was going to talk about this last episode and I didn't. So we'll talk about it in this one. Basically at the end of this turn we'll talk about it real quick. So we'll do the, we'll accept it. Give them a non-aggression pact.
Will profit from this proposal.
I do want to see how their relations are.
You are the pride of your empire.
So they're not at war with anybody. And it doesn't seem like they even know everybody. Yeah, there's only a few countries they actually know. So I don't think we're going to move in here to assist. Yeah, I don't think that'd be the best way to go, because I really don't think we should try and engage her, honestly, with our fleet. It'd probably be better to split all these guys up and go exploring. But how exactly do we want to go about doing that? Because I actually want to explore this way. That's the direction I want to go. It would take a long time to get over there. There's also this little patch of territory. I want to see what is there. So what I think we're going to do is let's just take... We're going to take 2 of these, actually. So we'll just basically, we'll take one out. And then have them go exploring over here, see what's over in that direction. We'll just start here and just start moving down and finding out where everything's at. Let's kind of get a lay of the land here, guys. While these guys, oops, I sent 2 over that way. I didn't mean to do it that way. I meant to do it the other way. Alright, well that's a shame. Now we could pull them. Yeah, maybe they might be able to meet up with them. We'll just put them right here, and then we'll have them meet up. That'll kind of slow it down a little bit. It's unfortunate, but I did want these 2 units going over here since, you know, since I'm worried about her fleet. Although I don't know if they'll be able to go all the way around here. There might not be anybody over here, for all we know. But remember, we could end up engaging in combat with neutral countries, too. That could attack us. You know, countries that we're not at war with. This unit's eventually going to have to go back home because they keep getting weaker and weaker. But as long as we're fighting 1 unit at a time, there's no reason not to continue this. So let's go ahead and do the attack here. Because yeah, this should be a pretty easy battle. She'll likely retreat, yeah. I am a little bit worried that we'll win the war before I'm ready to. I mean, I guess you get all that money, which would be incredibly helpful. But we didn't get any cities out of it. I suppose we are over the city cap, though, so that's something to consider. So we're unable to attack this unit here. They are on the retreat, so they can't avoid our attack again. But now they have better territory, better grounds. Yeah, they'll have the high ground there, which honestly is not good, but it might not matter because we have so much more combat strength than them. So I don't think we're gonna wait. We will take a look at different situations here. I mean, you just stay back here, although you know what, we're not getting enough territory to deploy all our units. Okay, so that's a problem. What we'll do is we'll just move in here, and we won't attack yet. Yeah, I think we'll just wait. Let's go and get all these cities buildings. Kyoto has finished up with the city watch, getting another 5% stability. Obviously, that's not much. So what do we want to get next? I don't think this would help since we don't have any researchers, so we won't do that. We need money. So let's say if there's any way to do that without decreasing the stability. So we'll just see kind of like what's available to us. We could also move another one of these farmers over to the money. We'll do that, in fact. But let's see if any of these would actually help us out here. 5+ money per naval trade route. I don't know how much we're getting for trade routes here. Quite a bit. That might, in fact, benefit us. Plus, we're getting the 4 on the harbor, so let's do that. Yeah, this is 1+ money ungenerated from ongoing trade, but yeah, I think this would be a better route. This only gives it for naval trade routes. But yeah, I think we're gonna get that one. It's gonna be 3 turns, knock it out. Over here in Alexandria, we have finished up the harbor, getting more food. All right, fantastic. So that's probably how they were able to grow there. Let's go and put one more into the money, because again, money is what we're needing here. And then we'll see what we want to get next. We can always get more food, but again, that's not the problem. I think money is probably what we're going to get here as well. And because we just got that extra harbor, you can get 3+ money for harbor, and I think we have 3 harbors now for this one, so that's 9 money, but that's not as much as what we can get for district, and we do have stability to play around with. So I think that's what we're going to do, guys. So we're going to go and get another market quarter. Yeah, you can get 17 there. And this is the way we want to go, because remember, this will give us money too. So we'll get another 17 gold. That'll help. Over here in Constantinople, they did finish up that Commons quarter, increasing stability up to 48%. Due to the war and the fact that trade may drop it further, we're still going to need to get another something else for stability. This is not going to help much. That's only an extra 3 stability. Yeah, that's really not much, but you could just move some of these over. Although, looks like we're short on food. Alright, so that's a problem. But again, nothing to do here other than build districts. So we need to get stability up no matter what. So yeah, I guess we'll do this one, guys. Or you know what? Let's do the 10% science. That makes far more sense. Gotta give us a lot of science. It's like 26 science, 27 science. No district is going to get us that. So yeah, we should do that. Because we are trying to get more stars for the science. Alright, so I hit that button. Didn't work though. So she is in our territory now. I assume she's going to come down this way. Oh, no. She's going back up north. I'm not sure what's going on there because she's retreating. So she should have got away from us. Because now we'll be able to easily destroy that unit. Yeah, that should not be a tough battle at all now. And here we should get more favorable territory that we can attack from. Yeah, I think we'll likely attack from right there. We'll do this quicker battle first, though. Why not? Again, they won't be able to retreat. And we'll be able to shoot from down here without even having to move and don't have to worry about them attacking us. So that's going to work out very well for us. What unit does she have here? I didn't even look. It's a great swordsman. So I think we're going to use the knights because a lot of the units that she has, we can't use the knights on. I know that the knights are about equal to them, but they'll take damage from the guy shooting them, so I think it'll be fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and enter deployment. Let me just make sure there's no reinforcements here. No, there's not. Don't make sure nothing's coming behind us. So enter deployment. Okay, they came all the way over here. That's fine. We can still shoot at them. That was wise, though, them coming over here. And look at what we did to them. Yeah, it's just... we wreaked havoc on them. So just one easy turn around here, and we get them wiped out. But again, we just continue to decrease for war support. We might have to have a second war, guys, because I've been so hesitant to invade here without the better troops. And you know, we are over our city cap. So you could argue that waiting for a second war might be the best way to go. So we're going to continue countering here.
Not a yes, more
and they'll continue to refuse. Over here, we wanted to add one of these ships over there. Get them merging there, and if they have any points left, we'll start moving them. We'll move them down across here so they can at least uncover this as they go. And then this will be our explorer units for this side of the world. And I suppose the way we want to do it is go down... I guess they can kind of come down this territory and explore it for us. So you know what? Let's go up this way then. And just see what's all over here. I like getting all the fog removed, but it's not always the best way to do this. Look at all this uncolonized territory over here, guys, that we could easily just grab for influence that we have. And we have a lot of influence. It's just, the city cap, but we don't have to build a city. We can build outposts. But then you got to defend it. So that's something to consider. Let's go and do this attack here. Can't you retreat? No. So let's go and do the attack. And this should go fairly well, though. She will be able to deploy behind the walls. And the flag is behind the walls as well. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. Yeah. Okay, well, it's still fine. But yeah, it definitely changes the situation a little bit. These guys do have a gunner unit. So we'll put them... Oops. So we're going to put them up here, I suppose. They can come up around here, I think. I don't know. You got cliffs up here. They might not be able to get around here as long as we have a unit protecting that there. What units do they have? We should know about that. They have the heavy cav, the crossbowmen, and the swordsman. So no anti-cav unit. And all these are actually quite weak. So we'll put the horses here. And then what do we have? These guys no longer need to be close to each other either. So that's something to consider. But yeah, we have some fantastic units over here, guys. We'll put the Varangian guards here in the front and these guys back here, I suppose. Could put another unit back there. We want to make sure they can't come up around this way. I guess it doesn't really matter, honestly. I guess you just don't want them to be able to attack. If they can get around here, you don't want them to be able to attack down. So we'll just bring the unit up here. And I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and end our deployments. And then we'll get to attack them first. And to answer that question, we cannot shoot over the heads even when up high. I wasn't sure how that worked. But you might be able to shoot them from right here. Yeah, it seems you can. So let's go up there and then shoot down at these units. Though we won't be able to do it until next turn, unfortunately, since we already moved. We do have the river penalty, by the way, because we're up here, so that's something to consider. These guys can't attack from the walls, so we have to attack this unit, which we're going to just wreck them. Because this is a really old unit. We have her on technology. She is pretty far behind. My voice is just like super raspy today. And that is largely from the homeschooling. Talking a lot. We did a lecture today. So I guess we'll attack with this unit here. The Varangian Guard. I know they're the weaker of these ones, but I don't think it's going to matter much. These guys are just so weak. We want to get inside the city, but we can't. It won't let us get through there while this unit's here. You know, they're just blocking our movements. Oh, it looks like it was blocked no matter what. Okay. So I guess what you want to do is make sure nobody can get up here. Yeah. So we probably just want to move this unit here. And then we'll just end our round here. I guess we can go through these and see what the hell's going on here. They forgave a grievance. Oh, so they're allied. Oh, the Poles and the Dutch are allied together. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. So that's something to consider. We did get another militarist star, which now puts us at the full 7 stars that we need. We're now at 4,023 influence, or excuse me, fame. Almost 1,000 points behind third place and like 2,200 something points behind the first place. But we are like 600 something points in front of the 5th place. So, and we're about to get a lot more stars, guys. With the one more district, we get another star. So we're just going to sit around in this age for a little bit because nobody is close to moving to the age yet. So I think we're good to go. I can take a look at him, but I'm pretty sure that he is also, yeah, still in the middle ages there. So nobody's going to get it. So it's not a problem. We just had to worry about the Mexicans. They could be grabbing up wonders, I suppose. But you know, it is what it is, guys. We need the stars more than we need the wonders. So I think everybody's done. Yeah, so let's just go and end our round. Let them get a moment to attack, see what they do. So they're going to use their archers here. Shoot at us a bit. It's going to hurt us here, obviously. Yeah, down here, they're probably not going to do all that well. Although, which unit is this? They moved some knights in, so they actually do have knights. It looks like they just moved more units in. The ships. They just moved their ships in. I'm not sure why they're not able to attack here, because I know they have like a range of 1. I thought these units here, the cogs, could attack on the coast, but I haven't seen her do that yet. So that's interesting. She only has 3 land units left. I'm pretty sure we don't have to beat the sea units. And they really focused on 1 unit here. Quite wise on their part. Did result in destruction of their army because that was, you know, a pretty strong unit. The Varangian guards are not bad. But it is the weakest, I think, of our units now. Oh, no. Nope. Our gunners are actually weaker. Alright, so we probably want to get the hell out of here with this unit. He's looking pretty weak. So we're going to move him back. We could also have brought these guys in to reinforce, but yeah, it's not necessary. We've got this. So let's go ahead and shoot at... I mean, we'll probably wipe them out in 1 turn very easily. Yeah, so not shoot at them, we'll shoot at them. They have more chance of doing damage to us. And then we're gonna move here and attack. Just get them away from the coast, because again, I'm not sure why they're not attacking us. I don't know if it's because we're up high. I don't think that has an effect. Pretty sure they can shoot at us, but they haven't yet for whatever reason. So now we can actually get to use these guys here. So let's go and do that. Get an easy attack there. And I think that's it. I think all they have left is the sea units. But we do have to take their flag to win the battle. And we're in round 2 of 3. So what we might want to do is go ahead and get into the territory here. In fact, I'm even going to go over here. I know he could end up getting attacked, but we're going to do this just to try and get in here sooner. Because remember, the horse can't get in here. So I'm a little bit worried about the flag. Because apparently it's going to force us to continue the fight. Yep. Yeah, it looks like they can't attack us here. Again, I'm not sure why that is. Maybe this unit can only attack because it's the boarding ship. Yeah, they might only be able to attack the sea units. Because, yeah, they would have attacked us here by now. So, yeah, these units are useless for these land battles. So she may control the seas, but it's got no effect. There's no help for her. You know, we're still going to lose this battle because we didn't get to the... wow. We didn't get to the flag. Well, we might not lose the actual battle. I'm not sure how that'll end up working. We're going to get across the walls here. And I guess we can shoot at her ships. If they're going to sit here, might as well shoot at him. He won't be able to do anything. He'll just have to sit still. So let's go and end a round. Okay, it looks like we will have another turn. Sometimes you just straight up lose the battle. But in this case, they're going to let us go another turn. And sometimes you don't take the flag, you lose the battle. Again, I'm still trying to figure out exactly when they decide whether you're going to go to the next turn or not. Because it seems... I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I'm not saying it's arbitrary. Because I don't think it is. But sometimes you don't take the flag in the 3 turns and then it's the end of the battle. And other times it's not. So I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Again, I'm sure there is one. I just don't know what it is. If you happen to know, if you're playing the game, then I love some info if you have it. So we're going to go and get the Alchemist Workshop. Although you're not going to get as much here. I'm talking about like 14 science. So it's not as beneficial. And I guess we do still need money. Yeah, money could be better here. In fact, they need food. Yeah, I think we're going to actually have to do food here. We need to do another farmer's quarter. Okay, so that's what we'll do then. Could get the farmer's quarter there. We also unlock the ability to get that unique district here, but we need food first. So that's what we'll do. Though, are they losing? No, they got time. You know what? Let's go and get this real quick, guys. I don't know when we're moving to the next age. So I want to make sure we get that. And we built all the way around here just for that sole purpose. So yeah, let's do that. Though they might not be able to because of the battle here. Yeah, it looks like it won't let us because of the battle. Okay, so we'll get the farmer's quarter first then. Whatever, I don't care which one we get first. It's the same to me. So clearly that's the best location. But could probably get harbors. Usually harbors will get us more. Yeah, you got the harbor up there. Did we get the harbor? We got the harbor here. Yeah, I remember getting that. We haven't gotten the harbor here yet. So that would get us a little bit of food. You're talking about 14 food here. It's still more than the farm, though. As far as this district here, you can either put it in the lake or you can put it up over here. Put it over here, and then she can ransack it. So even though this is not the best location, I think we are going to build it over here for right now. Just due to other concerns. Over here, you know, I want to build on this coast, and obviously we don't want her like ransacking our stuff. She does control the seas over there, guys. It's just a real reality. So we'll put it over here. That'll give us 14 food. It's still more than the farm. We do have the ability to enter a new era, but we're just going to say remind me later because we're working on getting more stars right now, guys. And the only thing we're really losing is the chance to get those wonders. So let's go into ender turn. She just continues to pump units over there. We got another builder star because we got that district constructed. So now we're 8 stars for this era. And just continue to climb up in that fame. So yeah, more of these. Don't need to worry about those. Yeah, he's just got massive influence. Aztecs now feel differently about us. The Mexicans forgave a grievance because they're trading with us. So all these guys are going to forgive the grievances. And, oh, damn. So there's war between the Mycenaeans and the Polish. So they entered the early modern era, by the way. I don't know if they were in it before. Probably over that location. I think she occupied that. Yeah, the lines here would indicate she's probably occupying that, maybe. I mean, she could also have it be a territory. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not seeing any orange there, so yeah, I think that is just one of her her outposts, excuse me. Not territory. Yeah, I think these are all our outposts all around here. So yeah, war between them, and that's affecting our trade. That's unfortunate. Let's go and continue exploring the coastline here. Oops. Not going into their territory, obviously. And you know what? We might be able to get more ships here just from these. Also, you get more science and influence. All that kind of good stuff. We actually have a lot of influence right now, but nothing really to spend it on at the moment, except for adding that outpost to Cairo, which, you know what, I'm kind of think I'm going to do. I would reduce stability, and this is saying we're going down to 55%, likely because of trade. In fact, we're going to be in big trouble because of all that trade we just lost. We do have money. I was going to use it for a unit, but that's not going to be an option now, frankly. We're going to have to use it to try and open up more trade with somebody who's not at war. Yeah, we're in trouble. We did get some science from discovering this natural wonder here, Mount Vesuvius. Let's just go and continue exploring up along here. Go all the way around, I suppose. So Cairo did finish up the construction of the market quarter. It's not really helping much. We're still hurting on the money, but I feel like we're going to have to go ahead and get the Alchemist Workshop, because we're going to get a lot of science for this, so it makes sense to get this now. And they're still good on stability. Do those wonders that they have there. There's going to be other places where we have issues. We have a new civic, something to spend our influence on. Excellent. Army wages. So we could do paid wages, which would move us closer to homeland, the route we want to go. And we get plus 20 stability on city that you occupy, and plus 5 stability on garrison. So essentially our garrisons get more stability, and we occupy a city, it won't have as many rebellions. We have the plundered wages instead, which would move us closer to the world, and we get plus 50% money from ransacking and plus 4 combat strength bonus when ransacking. So when you're defending, when somebody attacks you when you're ransacking. I think paid wages makes more sense, and we need more stability, so that would help immediately. So let's go ahead and enact that.
Reliable soldiers. They had best,
and that'll help with stability in some of these areas that have garrisons. So here you're at 65%. Constantinople, that's only 5%. It's just not enough. So we're going to have to open up some trade with somebody who's not at war, and our 2 trade partners are at war. So the only option is to trade with them. Now, she is still eliminated, but she doesn't have a little check there. I was about to say, did she like come back into the game somehow? Not sure what happened there. Could open up trade with these guys down here, and I think we're going to do that. In fact, if he's willing to.
In the name of my proud people.
Yeah, let's try a treaty here, trade treaty, see if he'll do it. I don't want to do it for money. I assume he would, considering the fact that he's asked us many times. But I wasn't going to pay him anything. So now we can actually see the luxury goods he has, and we just need a new trade partner, essentially. And we're going to want to get multiple things, and we need ones that focus on stability the most. So I think marble would be the best one, but it is the most expensive as well. I'm just seeing if there's any other ones that gives a lot of stability. Yeah, it looks like marble is the route we want to go here. That's not going to help enough. Nowhere near enough, so we need to buy something else, guys. Can't buy silk. Looks like we could buy dye. As far as stability goes, I think all of these would have the same effect. Yeah, looks like it's all going to have the same effect here. Although this is 4+ stability per lead. So basically it's just what else do we want here. And I'm thinking, I mean, industry is always nice. I think we might go with the dye. It's cheaper too. Not cheap enough to get 2 of them. But we could get one this turn and then one next turn. Yeah, we'll have enough next turn. So just opening up trade with a new trade partner. Just try and fix the situation. And that gets us up to 13%, but yeah, we're still in a bad spot in many of these cities. Almost all of our cities, I think. I bet Kyoto's going to be horrible. Yeah, we're in a bad position because of all that trade we just lost, guys. War does negatively affect trade. It's always something to consider when you rely on trade so much. All right, so we're going to continue moving towards this flag. I kind of just want to get this over with. And so we can get it now, but we will fire one more time on this ship. It won't destroy him, unfortunately. Oh, it does destroy him. All right, excellent. So we got one of their ships destroyed. So that's helpful. But let's go and grab the flag now to get this war over with. Or this battle, excuse me. And yeah, there's nothing else to do as far as attacking. Yeah, these units can't attack the ships or anything, and we only have the one range unit. Now, we could have brought these guys in, and that would have been another range unit that could have helped sink some of these ships, but yeah, it's not worth it. I'd prefer to do something else with that army. I haven't looked at what they're doing right now. But let's go and end a round. Oh yeah, that's right, they're stuck in the battle. So I can't do anything until the damn battle's over with. We are lucky that this is the only unit they seem to have is the cogs. Yeah. So we are lucky, because if they had, you know, more advanced ships like those Karaks, then, well, yeah, they would have wreaked havoc on us. In fact, we probably wouldn't have been able to do this battle. And since we can't retreat, we just would have lost, I think. And those ones do have decent range, too, so you have to get pretty far away from the coast to be able to get the win there. So I would just keep on firing on these guys. And it should be able to destroy that one. And yeah, we'll just end our turn. Just get into the last round here. Yeah, they don't even have anything to do. So I might get another ship destroyed. Ah, very close. Alright, so yeah, just keep on ending around until we win the battle here. So we sunk one ship, 4 heavy cav units, 2 melee, and 1 ranged. Obviously we destroyed these rather than sink them, but yeah, we did pretty well on that, guys. And she continues losing war influence. She's now down to 35. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to do an invasion here, guys. I mean, we could invade up here and attack that city. I suppose we might still do that if we have time. She's going to have all these ships here helping out, but as you guys saw, that didn't have any effectiveness. At the very least, we need a hill first before we do that, though. And these guys don't have any movement points anyways. And they used all their movement points, too. That's unfortunate. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we could attack over here and take that city, but I think we're just going to wait, guys. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go. And if it wasn't for, you know what, the stability's fine. I think we're just going to use this, attach this, guys. Why not? And get them up to 7. And I kind of always wanted to add that one to it anyways. To Cairo, I mean. That'll give us more population. Obviously, food is a massive issue now. But that's alright. Now, also, we got hit by the stability. That's not too big of a problem for this particular city. Now they're at 47 population. Not bad. Not bad. As far as what we're doing here with all these units, or with all these this population, let's get more into the science. All right, so let's move on to the next turn. And Cairo lost population again. Not surprising. We were losing like 47 turn there. The Dutch are close to being defeated. Everybody's forgiving these grievances because they want our trade. We got the guilds researched. Excellent. It's going to help with trading. Also, we got a new unit, the Saboteur. Those are stealth units. Can't be seen unless a unit is right next to them. I like using these to go behind enemy lines and go like destroy all their stuff. And then also we can get more money per traders. So that'd be good to have as well. Again, just kind of focusing on stuff that's going to get us the science done quicker. And we're still sitting at 7 turns for those ones. I'd also go for the 3-masted ships so we can set up some new cities. I think we're probably going to get this first. This will get the caravels, and those are the naval transport unit, the first one that can go in the sea. Columbus also had these on his trip to the Americas. And so yeah, we could get, I think he had 2 of these, right? But anyway, we could get this one. But I think we're going to go ahead and get the murder steel. Again, just trying to get the ones that are the quickest. So we can get the next star. Though I'm not sure how far we are away. Remember, we do have to make sure that nobody else gets to this age before us. Because as of right now, it's just the Mexicans been taken. We got, you know, a wide open choices here. But more importantly, I'm worried about the wonders. So we need 2 more techs to get the 2nd science star. So we'll probably wait for that. I don't know that we'll wait for any of these other ones. I'd really love to get the influence one because you get a big chunk of fame there. But I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there. I guess we'll see. We're earning quite a bit of influence. We'd have to do the math. I don't know if we'll wait for that one, guys. Definitely not waiting for the money one. Nowhere near close to getting that. The builder star, yeah, you'd need 18 more districts. So that's not happening. Not going to get the 5 attached territories. Could get the population, but it's going to take a long time. I think essentially all we're waiting for is the technology one. So get us up to 9 stars here for this era. And then we'll see where we're at on this one and whether we want to stay with it or not. Alright, so the Aztecs now want to trade for our luxury goods. We got that non-aggression pact, but I don't know that I want to do that. And we could always use more trade partners. I assume we're going to fight them one day, though. They are a merchant, though. This is what we'll do. We're going to counter. If they want to pay for my goodies, they can have them. Otherwise, they're not getting them. Alright, so these guys are not fully healed up yet. But the war is going to end soon. Although, if she doesn't attack us anymore, then it won't. I suppose we'll wait. Yeah, I think we're just going to wait, let these guys heal up, and then we'll do the attack here. And maybe we'll take that one so we at least get something from this. And we'll probably just destroy that one too, is what I think. Yeah, we just ransack it after it was ours. Just completely destroy it and build an outpost there, is what I'm thinking. Let's get these guys back home so they can heal up a little bit. Let's put them right here for now, and then let them heal. Continue exploring with our ships. I'm glad that we're finally able to explore out there. It took a while before we gained a fleet, but yeah, finally able to start exploring the globe. I will continue moving these guys up along the edge of their territory as we move back home. And we'll see whatever the hell this is. It might be something to colonize. I was thinking we'd colonize here first, but maybe it'd make more sense to colonize here. This is really close to Constantinople. In fact, you could even add it to Constantinople if you wanted to, so you don't increase the city number. That would always be an option. Let's go and let these guys heal up. And then here in Kyoto, we have finished up the Great Fish Market. Should have earned us a good chunk of money. As far as stability goes, it is just garbage. It keeps going down, so we need to try and get this improved because, again, this is from the trade situation. This is not going to help us. Clearly going to have to do this through a district. So I guess we'll do it through a commons quarter, though I don't think they have anywhere but here to add those. Can't get the 10 stability from the garrisons, and you know what? I think that's going to be the same amount. See, I could just keep on adding garrisons. Like one down here. Yeah, I suppose you'd add it right there. I don't know if that'll let us get here quicker once you built something there. Not sure how that would work. But yeah, I could build one here, I suppose. This is not what really matters for defensive purposes. I mean, we're only really building them so we get that 10 stability. Though, we could, of course, build the commons quarter quicker, so I guess that's something to consider. If you built it quicker over here. But yeah, we'll do that there. And then, you know, if we still need stability, we'll go after the commons quarter next. We did get the Alchemist Workshop here to get that stability now, or excuse me, to get that extra science. But now we have got to get this stability situation figured out. This would increase it by a little bit, but it's not going to help enough. We're probably going to have to do the commons quarter somewhere, but I don't think we have any really good locations. I guess there's some down here. And you're going to get a lot if you tear up some of these districts we already have. I suppose that would be an option. You're going to lose some food, though. I don't know where that's going to put us. What do they have down here? They have farmers' quarters that are split up. This was kind of silly on their part. They're probably just doing what gives them the most food. But these are not really generating a lot of food here, when we could get 20 plus stability. So I think we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Constantinople, man, they need the stability. Poison apples? Question mark. With transoceanic trade bolstering the empire's coffers, the people are enjoying an influx of exotic fruits and vegetables of many shapes, colors, and taste. However, not all the produce is being well received. One succulent red fruit from the nightshade family is being blamed for the deaths of some wealthy citizens in Cairo, and some whisper it is an ingredient used by witches. Among the elite, the calls for its banning on these shores are loud and shrill. what is your response? I want to say these might not be poisonous. I can't recall. Again, I've had this event before. I think I always do the research to find out what it does. And I think that's what we'll do here because we're always trying to get more research. But the options are, of course, they're outlawn and going towards homeland, and that generates more money, but you lose science. You can dismiss it, moving more towards world with no other effects, or high chance of good consequences here by researching it here, moving closer towards progress and getting a bunch of science, but losing money. I don't want to lose money, but we're trying to get text done. That's really what we're working on, guys. So let's get this done.
You're at the
Not enough
end
to
of
speed
an
it up, though.
ideology axis?
Unfortunately.
Well, there's something to be said for
Did impact our
unswerving
money a bit.
dedication to
Notice
a
that right
cause.
away. But let's go ahead and do another trade route before we end our turn here. And we're going to continue trading with them. And getting their goodies. And we're going to do... I think we might do... Well, we can't do the silk. We could do the dye. That'd be an option. Can also do the mercury. And I think that's the one we're going to do. Let's do mercury. There we go. Beautiful. And so let's just take a look at where the stability is right now. Here in Constantinople, 17%. Yeah, it's still pretty low in all these cities. It's going to keep going down. Luckily, it doesn't just all jump down immediately, and you get a little bit of time to kind of fix the situation. But yeah, overall, stability is a massive issue for us. And again, that's just kind of one of the parts of relying on trade. Yeah. Let's boost research. That'll take off an entire turn. It's a bummer we didn't have any money for that, but what about over here? Same thing? Yes. Not enough to take another turn off, but yeah, that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and move. We'll just move right here. And then go ahead and go around this edge here. So I mean, like, we could settle here, but then we put ourselves on borders with them. That is, yeah, that's these guys here, the Mongols. So it'd be risky creating another neighbor, which might not be taken too friendly to the territory we just took from them. Almost went the wrong way there. We want to go this way. Although we could go in and go all the way in, just see what's over here. Never know. Maybe we'll see a natural wonder. There was no natural wonder, but we'll go and get him moving over that way, so we want to mess with him for a couple turns. Now, we could set this guy up over here to explore on his own with the auto-explore. I like exploring, though. I like seeing, you know, what there is to see out there, seeing where everything's at, and then also, you know, just like with everything, the AI isn't going to explore with the most efficient moves. Let's get these cities building before we mess with our units. So we did get the harbor, just trying to increase the food here, which we did. So that's looking good. We'll actually grow in one turn, get them up to 19 citizens here. And so it's just stability, guys. Just stability. Not going to get much from that one. But we could, of course, move a production guy over here to get 2 science. I mean, that's really not going to help that much, honestly. It'd probably be better to get a commons quarter here. I assume there's a bunch of places where we can get a lot of, yeah, like just right here. That's going to get us quite a bit. 15, that's not bad. In fact, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Get the commons quarter right here. That should help them get above 30% at least. Alexandria just finished up the market quarter, just making stability even worse. So let's get it fixed here. Luckily, they have a building they can get, the aqueduct, to improve the situation. Hardtack and weevils. The Empire's naval strength grows greater every year, and with our ships exploring the most distant seas and making famous discoveries, when a merchant vessel arrived back in the sea trade port of Cairo, however, a horrifying spectacle came to light. Long months at sea led to the majority of the crew being afflicted with scurvy. Its cause is unknown, but its effects are devastating. Loose gums are followed by blotchy skin, then lethargy and death. Now the reality of life at sea is in danger of spreading and needs to be addressed. What is your response? So we can overhaul it, costing us 200 gold. I'd prefer not that to spend on this. And that would make our units faster, our naval units specifically, so we can explore faster. And wouldn't have any effect here. We can suppress it, moving us closer towards authority, and would have bad consequences. Or low chance of bad consequences. High chance of good consequences if we do some experimentation, and we'll lose more money, but we can get more science. Don't we already have this modifier, though? Let me just double check here. We don't. I think we might have had it before. So I think we should get that. I would like to be able to move faster, but we don't want to spend that money. And frankly, we just need to...
You have reached the end of an
We need to get the science done
axis.
quicker.
Of all the epithets other
So it's going to end the
empires
turn?
have
Oh,
used for you,
shoot. I was supposed to attack here.
won't be one of them.
Damn it. I guess they were still healing? Because I didn't skip their turn or anything. Yes, maybe they were still healing. Let's attack now while I'm thinking about it. And I was also supposed to set up another trade route, which I didn't do. So quick to hit that end turn button. Are these guys readied up? Yeah, it looks like they'll be able to attack. Let's go and do this attack here so I don't forget. And they... Okay, I was about to say they did not retreat, which is silly on their part. And that might have won the war, guys. I know we're pretty darn close. How do the Mexicans feel about us now? I don't want to see all this. I just want to see how the Mexicans feel about us.
Welcome.
They're friendly.
Let us speak.
They like us. And they want to trade. We're just going to counter. And they'll refuse, as usual. Sometimes they pay. But not very often. Which makes sense. I don't think they should. Because I don't think that's in their best interest, obviously. So yeah, let's go and move into this territory, see if we can't find them. I'm sure they probably moved far enough away. Yeah. Won't be able to attack them this turn. So let's go ahead and set these guys up to come over here. And then these guys are free to attack. Do we have time?
Ugh, you repulse.
18, they'll be at 15 next turn. I don't think that counted the... So you're going to lose 8, so they'll be at 10 next turn. That only gives us 3 turns for the siege. I guess we can do the attack. We'll see what it looks like here. It'd be better... I guess that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll just do this attack here. I'm not seeing anything that's... I mean, up here's not too shabby. If you do the attack there. Yeah, I think that ends up being a much better situation, actually. So we'll do the attack here. It says that they're equal. That's because it's counting all the damn ships, guys. That keeps these ships from moving. And, oh, they attacked us. Okay. So they don't want to wait. These units are not bad, because they do have the draftees now, with 34 combat strength. And our unit was not able to reinforce, and we can't retreat either. Now it says that obviously that they're way better than us, but that is not the case, guys, because that counts these ships here. But they are pretty strong with the 34 combat strength for each one of those, and a total of 7 of them. But none of them could beat any one of our units. But we'll probably lose some units here, guys. But they did attack us. That's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So I was going to let the siege go for a little while, but obviously that's not an option. So we'll do the manual battle. And we need to be really smart with our deployment here, guys, because this is going to be a tough battle. Each of those units is weaker than any of ours, but they've got the numbers. They got us by 2 units. So we want to make sure our deployment is smart. So they can't attack from here, but they can attack from here and here. You want to get off of this here, but then, I mean, there's really no way to avoid them attacking down. They'll have the river penalty, so I think it makes up for it. Yeah, but you might not want to be here, because then they can attack down from multiple locations, and on top of that, they won't have the river penalty. So here's fine. I think we're going to be here as well and just leave that one open. And then put 2 units over here. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best way to do it. As far as like terrain for the units, I don't think really anything matters here, guys. No, not really. I think the only thing really to consider is where you want the gun unit, which I guess would be here. Oh. Trying to deploy this guy. Put him over there. And so these 2 units will be here, although I don't know that we'll put the cab unit right there. He's really not the strongest unit. Whoever's here is gonna take the brunt of the attack. So it makes sense to put our best unit right there. Need the good unit protecting the flag as well, because they're gonna come over here and they're gonna attack uphill. So you want a good unit there. And then we'll have to have the weaker unit over here, which it's surprising the Varangian Guard is one of our weaker units. I suppose he's better than him, but... Okay, so for your horseman though, where to put him? Yeah, they're not going to attack right there because wherever the horse guy is going to be, that's who they're going to attack. Okay, I didn't consider that. You might just have to put him here then. Yeah, we're just going to have to put him right here. I suppose you could switch the Avenging Guard. That's what we'll do. The Avenging Guard's at least better than him. Alright, so we're just trying to be in strong points here. And let's enter deployment and see what they do. They're just going to throw themselves at us. If they're smart, they throw all their units at one unit, and then they destroy them. And they very well can do that. We'll just have to see exactly how they do it. If they try and fight us one unit at a time, or you know, have a... not one unit at a time, that's what they need to do. They're moving ships right now, if you're wondering what they're all doing. If they spread out their attacks to multiple units, is what I'm trying to say, then they're going to not do well. So they're focusing here. I thought they would, because they'd come from the walls here. So this was one area of focus I thought it would be, which is why we put our most powerful unit there. And then I also expected them to come down this way, which they haven't done yet. It seems like the AI is much, much better with the recent patches on focusing on one unit at a time. And thus they are focusing on this unit, and it does look like we're going to have another hero unit here. Yeah, that kills the entire army off, with the exception of those guys. Which I'm not sure why that unit didn't attack. What do they got left at this point? Oh, we do have our reinforcements here, by the way. I thought we wouldn't have them. It looked like they weren't going to be in the battle. So we could have pulled them in. It's unnecessary, though. Because, yeah, we're going to win here in a turn. I guess what you could do, since it uses their turn up anyway, is to pull in the gunner. So that he, at the very least, could come over here and start shooting at them. We will wait to move them, though, to see if any of these spots open up here. Alright, so let's go and get... I mean, I'm just going to focus on shooting at the ships, I think. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We need to take out that unit. And we're going to have to do it from a river province. I mean, they're the ones that have to attack us. These guys clearly need to get the hell out of here. So we're going to move them so they don't die. Yeah, I guess just put another unit right there to protect the hill. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go and attack them. I'd prefer to, like, sink some of their ships. Kind of take down their navy a bit. So yeah, let's move these guys here. And again, could attack them and easily win. Yeah, you're going to take casualties that are necessary, I feel. So let's just go ahead and get these guys moved where they'll be able to attack. Looks like they'll be able to attack from there, but also this unit can move right there. Oh, no, he can't. Okay, I was thinking he would be able to. So we'll just move here now, and we'll be able to attack next turn with them. And then this guy here, we'll just move him as close as he can get. He'll probably have to have 2 turns before he'll be able to get over here and start firing. Alright, so I think that's everybody with the exception of the Varangian Guard unit here. And I think we'll just probably keep them here. Let's go and end around and see what they do. I do have more units. I come over here and attack the horses. The knights should do pretty well against anybody here. Not too worried about it. Not as strong as some of the other units that we have. Actually, they're our weakest unit, I think. But they can't attack the walls, and yeah, I just felt it was best to put them here. Could attack downhill, and maybe will. But let's go ahead and fire first on these units. Bam! Alright, so he's dead. Let's go and get this guy. I want to move him as close as possible, so we need to get these guys destroyed, frankly. Is that all they have left? No. Looks like they have 3 units left. We don't know where the other one's at. So it could be anywhere. Alright. I guess what we'll do is move the... see how we want to go about doing this. Yeah, I guess we want to charge downhill. This unit is weaker, but I'm not too worried about him. I'm going to attack there, and then we'll have the Varangian Guard come down here and attack this guy. So they have 1 unit left. They won't be able to destroy that knight with just 1 unit. I'm not worried about his health or anything, and even this guy's not at risk now. And so now at this point, we're just trying to get into range to shoot at those guys. And shoot, they might even go after this guy. Since we're bringing him down here. And so next turn we'll fire on them. And does that allow us to fire on 2 ships? Though I think this guy actually would have to move when he... Unless somebody else moves there. Maybe one of these ships will. So yeah, let's go into their turn and see what they do. They still got 1 unit left. Where the hell's our flag? I didn't really consider that, since we're the ones defending. It's right here. Okay. So yeah, they had to win here. And they did attack the horse unit, which was the best way to do that, honestly. So let's go and attack the ship. This is the last round. I don't know if we'll have another, again, I'm not sure if it will result in us having another battle or not. So let's just destroy this unit. Even if we could do more damage here, it's just better to destroy the units. Could attack and don't risk losing too much health. I prefer to just attack with this unit though. Alright, so let's get him wiped out. They don't have any more units outside of the ships. So I think we should have won that this battle, but it might continue on. Yep. I wasn't sure how it worked with the ships. I actually haven't seen a situation quite like this where it's just ships against the land units and then they're dragging you on a little bit longer. But yeah, that does result in them not being able to attack us, and we'll just put a shoot at them. But we have to do this if we want to win the actual siege here. It does mean they can bring reinforcements, but we can also bring our own reinforcements too, so I'm not too worried about it. Even if our units are a little bit weak there. But they could easily attack us next turn and even wipe out some of these units. I'd love to be able to retreat that horse unit, but not really an option. So yeah, if they brought reinforcements, they could cause us some problems there. I almost feel like we're just going to have to invade into here. At the very least, we could try and destroy that. Let's go into here, guys. We've been sitting here the whole time not doing anything because I've been waiting for money, but we don't have money. We got nothing, guys. Who's the stronger unit? This guy is. So he'll go up this way, and then he would be the one to ransack that. No, we want to ransack it. 3 turns to ransack it. I don't know that we're going to have enough turns to get it done. Maybe. We'll see. She's jealous of us. She's jealous of all the goodies and stuff we got. I think it says, yeah, when you hover over it, they're envious of your status, and you best watch your back around them. Alright, so let's get all these cities building, and this will be the last thing we're going to be doing here in this episode. We got the Commons Quarter getting up to 37%, so that's good. Yeah, it's really good that we got there. And I guess we'll go with the, yeah, we'll go ahead and get the stability for researchers. It's going to get us up to 40%, but it'll help as we get more and more researchers. We have 16 slots, so it'll be one way to get a ton of science. We are facing a lot of food loss here, which is unfortunate. But there's really not a whole lot to do about that since we can't build any farmers' quarters without losing too much stability. So, I mean, there's really nothing to do. We already had the full farmers filled out. I suppose you could go with the feast and get you +5 food. But I mean, you're in so far in the negative that's not going to fix the situation. You have to build a lot of those. So, I mean, I guess this doesn't really help that much either. You're only getting 3 extra stability. I guess we could build the feast. Why not? Because, yeah, I'd prefer not to lose all that population there, which we're going to lose quite a bit, guys. We still have some money for trading as well. We'll do that after we finish getting all these cities building. We got the workshop here, getting us more science. Excellent. We're actually going to get this tech here in one more turn now. Could go ahead and get the House of Scribes. That'd be an option. They're also hurting on food. Okay. We do have harbors, so this will get us a little bit of food, but they got stability, so there's no reason not to get the farmer's quarter or the harbor. I'm not sure which harbors we haven't gotten yet, which areas. We have one there that could be built. We also haven't built one here just yet, but this is not as much food, especially because you're probably going to want it right there. So it's only 12 food right there. So it'd probably make more sense to build it up over here. Oh, that's because we had the new district here. That's right. So now we can get the extra harbor here. And yeah, that's 26 food. It's a lot of food. How much would you get here? You get 22, and then you can build more. Yeah, give you an extra location. But I think food will probably be more of an issue than money. So, you know, we'll get the food here for Cairo. And then Edo has the Commons Quarter constructed. Do they need food? Kind of. but we can do without it. They're not losing population. So I think we're fine to go ahead and get one of these then. And I guess we'll go for that one. Can't really beat that unless you get a research quarter, which, you know, stability is an issue, so can't do that. It is 4 turns though. And so I wonder how much this would grant us. Because this here is going to get us about 14. I wonder how much this would get us with the research quarters we have. Because we do have several research quarters. We have one down here. And then you have 3 over here. So that's granting you... So it's a total of 4. So that's granting you 8 plus the adjacency bonuses. So this would probably be pretty close to that. And it only takes 1 turn to get. So we're going to get that then. So we got one more thing to do before we end the episode, and that is to spend our money on trade. And I think we're just going to continue trading with these guys here, the Norsemen. This has been beneficial for us. Just trying to get more stability. And if they have it, which they do not, I was going to say we try and get more food from them. Since we're having food in many locations. I think we might end up doing the lead here. Oh no, that's the science per researcher. But it would probably be more beneficial than the dye. We've already gotten the dye. So you know what, let's do the lead. 249 too, so it's nice and cheap. In fact, you could probably do both of these. Yep. Okay. Awesome. We will probably be able to get something else next turn too. So that should have helped a little bit. Looks like we're moving up to 45% here in Constantinople. Alright, so that's not too shabby. And where was the other location that was hurting on stability really bad? I think it was Alexandria. Yeah, they're still going down, unfortunately, but we're about to get the aqueduct, so that'll improve it. We're good here in Edo, and then Kyoto was also pretty low. That'll get us up to 30%. That's just enough to not have any rebellions. Okay, so that worked out for us. We still haven't upgraded this damn unit. We need 400 gold to upgrade it to COG. I keep meaning to do it to explore, and then I spend it on trade. But I guess stability is so important. We have had to focus on that. So I did want to end here by talking about the fame situation, because I keep meaning to over the last 2 videos, and I keep forgetting. So just real quickly, there are a lot of ways to get fame, guys. We're obviously getting all these stars, so that's boosting us. We're going to get... I think we will wait to get the influence one. We currently have 8 right now, and we're also getting the science one, so 2 more techs. We get the science one. We'll definitely wait to get the influence one now, I think. Yeah, I think we're close enough here. We're needing... Not 2,000. I was going to say 2,000. It's less than 2,000. It's like 1,300 or so. Influence. I mean, we're talking about 3 more turns, guys. We'll need to spend that just to get the tech. So we'll get 2 more stars for a total of 10 stars. And that'll give us 105 fame here and 155 fame here. So that's putting us up by 260 more fame. So we're getting all that. Then we have the wonders. And I'm hoping to get 2 in each era, which will give us 400 total fame. We'll see if we can or not. Maybe we only get 3 and we get 300 more fame. That's going to step us up and close the gap. And then you have the Conquest here. Once we start attacking her and start taking her stuff. You know, this is going to increase all of our numbers here for, you know, getting the more districts, getting the more population, getting the more territories attached. All those are going to help us get more stars in the next era. And so that's more fame. And then we have the some of the in-game things you can choose with the projects, like the Mission to Mars. Those grant a ton of fame. I think Mission to Mars grants 400 fame, and so that's quite a bit. Now, I think that also ends the game, though, so you don't want to do it until you know you're going to win. So that's something to consider, because it ends the game, and then whoever has the most fame wins. And so it's something you do, like, end game. Like, you know, if we're, like, short 200, 300 fame or something, or, you know, 350 fame or whatever, try and, like, pull out an end game win. But that's not the only project. There's other ones as well. And so that's a way for us to get fame. And then, if worse comes to worse, we could just attack them. We're not that far away from them. They're like right here. We could just start attacking them and taking their stuff. And, I mean, they're not the only ones ahead. But I'm not too worried about these guys over here. I think we'll catch up to them. I think the 2 to worry about are, of course, the Mexicans who are leading the pack. And then also the ones we don't know about. We can't even contact them, and we have no idea where they're at. They're also a concern. They're quite a few points ahead of us, almost 2,000 points. And so you could just attack them, and you take their stuff, and then they're going to have trouble getting any more stars, particularly in the contemporary age. That's where you want to do that. You just charge ahead and stop them from getting stars in the contemporary age. You're taking their population, you're taking their districts, you're taking their territory, their ability to produce science, all that kind of stuff. You're snatching that from them. And that does result in them having more difficulty getting the stars. So that's one way to do it too. We got a lot of routes to win the game. But we are starting to close in, guys. We got like 110 turns left if we go all the way to the end. So we're almost 2/3 of the way through, and we're still very much behind. So it is a concern. We do need to start considering fame, but I'm not too worried yet. I think we can pull up, guys. We got so many avenues. Now, this is not like Civilization 6 where everything kind of snowballs. One country just ends up being like really good at everything almost as the game, comes to a close. Because they're just using the things they're good at to feed into the things that they're not to make those better, and eventually they're just good at everything. And then, they have multiple avenues of victory open to them, and they just become overpowered, and typically that's the player. That's what happens to the player. In this game, it's a little bit different because it all is so based on fame, and they do give you so many ways in the contemporary age to increase your fame, so you can kind of pull out a win towards the end. And then on top of that, you don't see as much snowballing because it's very difficult in this game. The player can do it if you're, good at the game, but it can be very difficult to be good at everything. You're typically not going to be good at everything, or at least the AI is not going to be good at everything. So they always have a weakness that you can take advantage of, and those weaknesses are also areas they're not going to get stars in, and so they have to rely more and more on getting, whatever they're good at, and so you can kind of, hurt whatever they're good at, and then they can't get stars anymore. It's very easy to take away the AI or anybody's ability to get stars by hitting them with what they're good at, and then the things they're behind in, they're just too far behind to try and get stars from those. And then you always have the option also of declaring war and taking stuff from them and making them weaker, and that makes it less likely they'll get the stars too. So you can catch up, but it's gonna be a tough one, guys. It is gonna be tough, but it should be fun. We'll see if we can pull a win out or not. It's gonna be towards the end though that we catch up. If we do catch up, it'll be more towards the contemporary age when that happens. But we're working on that goal now, guys, trying to get these stars. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the industrial age. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.